jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing. Not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops, they find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elder, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the Swac, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show, Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered a leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty, and you're watching Offscript. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. We locked in, loaded. This is going to be... I got this information last night, and when I tell you it was hot, boy, that thing was hot. I was like, ooh. right? You know, and listen, guys, I want to be very clear. I appreciate all you guys who send me stuff. I really do. But I just want you, unless you sending me something that's like really not public knowledge, just know you ain't the first one. Listen, my IG was buzzing last night. My messenger was buzzing last night. My IG was buzzing last night. Everybody was sending me hey, listen, I appreciate you guys. Y'all giving me content. Keep sending it. Just don't think you're the only one sending it. All right. Just don't think you're the only one. But I appreciate everybody who sends me stuff. I really do. Thank you so much, Phil. You are stupid. Boy, you are dumb. All right. Listen, tonight, before I get to the show, tonight at 7 o'clock, 6 Central, 7 Eastern, interview with that bad lady, Zay Green from UAPB. You already know, gotta show some love to the basketball ladies. Gotta show some love to the b-ball ladies. Got to show some love to the b-ball ladies. All right. So want to make sure everything is good. But shout out to that. That's tonight, 7 o'clock, 6 Central. Make sure you tune in for that. Listen. Make sure you like the stream. All right. Make sure you like the stream. Listen. All right. So I'm going to give you all the good stuff first. It's only one, right? It's only one. But I'm going to give you all the good stuff first. Then I'm going to backtrack and give you my opinions and my thoughts. But I want to be very clear. I saw this coming. And I got proof. I saw this coming. All right. So anyway. So my thing is this. I talked to a very high person in Jackson State. Okay, so I'm gonna give all you Jackson State fans some good news. I talked to somebody very, very high in the Jackson State department, and they said he don't have no case. So that's what I was told. So don't say I didn't give you the information. That's what I was told. I'm telling you what I was told. He said they ain't got no case, Scotty. We good. I said, okay, say less. All right. So that was that interaction. I'm gonna leave it at that. But my opinions are still, I still got a right to my opinions, but I'm giving you the facts. That's what somebody told me. So I'm gonna give you the facts first. All right. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all can take what you want to do with that. I'm gonna still give you my opinion. All right. So let me get to, me, I got to do my presentation. I got to get my presentation. Let me get my files together. Okay. Let me get my files together. Gotta upload, you know what I'm saying? See, you said, well, no, that Jackson Law, Scotty. That's what I told Jackson. Just like, oh man, here we go. So let me get my slides is uploading. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to people who loving my thumbnail. Appreciate that. So let me add this to my screen. All right. So this is my, gotta get my presentation going on, right? So listen, this is not reported by me, okay? This was reported by the Fox 13 Memphis.com news staff. Okay, it says, in complaint filed in court, Summit Management Corporation is also seeking more than $5 million from the Swac for interfering with the contract that JSU had with SMC. Now you say, Scotty, you said someone saw this coming. I say you're damn right somebody saw this coming. You're damn right. And you know who that was? None other than Exhibit C. As we talked about, the SWAC and the city of Birmingham taking L's. And once again, people, listen to me, people. After this case, go ahead and put your case against the SWAC office, okay? Go ahead. Yes. Go. Listen. Go ahead. Make your case against the SWAC office and have them prove to me through these documents that I've read that they willingly got into a contract, got into bed with the defendant, Deion Sanders, and without knowing officially that they got out the first contract. They can't make me believe that in my courtroom. And they're lucky they're not on trial right now, because you'll be in the same boat as the defendant, Deion and Ashley Robinson. Now, I'm not saying that my boy Judge Jethro Smoke don't know what he be talking about, but I'm just going to say my boy Jethro Smoke know what he be talking about. There's only one reason. Oh, listen, you're only a judge if you know what the law is. And my boy Jethro said, there's no way you can say that they didn't know that you was interfering with the documents that my boy Smoke was reading. Listen, don't hate the player, hate the game, baby. Cause you know what I'm saying? Hey baby, who be saying that ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun? Hey, I don't know who be saying that. Somebody be saying that, but I don't know who.
I'm petty, 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 I'm petty.
I don't know who be saying that, but somebody be saying that. Somebody be saying it, but I don't know who be saying it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. So my thing is this, SWAC commissioner. Somebody in your building got you hemmed up. Somebody got you hemmed up. All the way hemmed up. So my thing is this. Y'all over here trying to do backdoor dealings, over here trying to rob Peter, pay Paul, trying to make stuff shake, and you ain't doing it the right way. I kept saying, listen, God don't like ugly. Okay? I said it's always how you do something. It's always how you do something, right? You might felt the way like, hey, yeah, we're hot now. We don't need this. We don't need you. We don't need that. But there's always a way to do something. And the way you guys went about it was the wrong way, knowing them Bamas is already in the contract. They was already in the contract. And you try to do your little backdoor dealing. Now you looking crazy because the Summit Management Corporation, once again, not reported by me, by the Fox 13 Memphis, all right, is in a complaint filed in court. Corporation is also seeking. They said, hey, man, you know what it also mean? They mean like you too, homie, you and your mans. You and your mans, okay? You know, they be like, who mans is this? Like, that's what whose mans is this? Bring his ass to the courtroom too. We getting $5 million out your pockets. All right. So, also seeking. Next up. And this is what happens when you listen, man. Some things need to be done in the dark. All right. All flashy is not good. All right. My mom used to say that to me. Even Mr. Cam will be saying that to me sometimes. He be like, Scotty, sometimes you need to just shut the F up. I ain't gonna lie. Mr. Campbell, listen, I talk to Mr. Campbell a lot offline. He be like, Scotty, you just talk too damn much. Like, sometimes you just say too much, right? And listen, sometimes you gotta tell people, yo, shut up, bro. Stop being flashy with what you're doing, because that's what it said. Cited in the complaint by the SMC is a video that was posted to Instagram by Jackson State University head football coach Deion. In the video, how in the church they say, how you say, read that together. In the video, that means they're using his words, his face against him. Sanders indicated. That's Deion if you don't know, because there's a lot of Sanders running around there. I know you guys know there's a lot of Sanders. Shiloh, Shalandra, Shiloh. It's a lot of Sanders running around. They're talking about Deion, okay? Talking about Deion. Indicated that the Classic is not profitable for JSU after paying travel, 11 busloads of people to Memphis and paying for overnight accommodations for those people, despite the $350 paid by the SMC to JSU every year for the game. So they taking your listen, they like that. That's why it's just like rappers who talk about what they do in their songs and then look stupid when the FBI be like, yeah, play that track, Judge. Play that track. Yeah, I killed my boy Ryan in the back of the house with a machete. You be like, bro, if you didn't kill him, how you know he was chopped up with a machete in the back of the house? But you ain't do it. But you got all the lyrics in the song. Oh yeah, I killed Rob in the alley behind the trash can. So how you know Rob was behind the alley in the trash can if you ain't do it? It's no different. It's no different. They're using Deion's words against himself in the court of opinion, in the court of law. They say, hey, yo, judge. Hey, yo, judge. He ain't say that. Hey, yo, judge, play that Instagram video. In Exhibit C, look at the Instagram video where he's talking about how much we didn't pay them and how it's not beneficial. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is just bad all. This is just bad all the way around. And once again, if you don't know, I saw this coming. I say again, I saw this coming. Or Exhibit C, as we talked about, the Swac and the city of Birmingham taking L's. And once again, people, listen to me, people. After this case, go ahead and put your case against the Swac office, okay? Go ahead. After this case, people versus Jackson, because what happened? Who ended up playing in the Southern Heritage Classic? Don't worry, I'll wait. People act like Judge Jethro Smoke don't know what he be talking about. You saw what happened. You saw what happened. Whose ass was back? Whose ass was back in the Southern Heritage Classic? All right. And then I also go and say, in the trial, Jethro Smoke also says, hey, people, while you at it, go ahead and put a case on the SWAT commissioner. Go ahead and put a case on them because they are part of this. They are in cahoots. Rico, everybody getting it. Listen, this bigger than Nino Brown. This bigger than me. I was just the head of the corporation, but this bigger than me. That's Dr. Charles. That's what Dr. Charles McClellan's gonna say. That's what Dr. Charles McClellan gonna say. That's what he gonna do afterwards. This bigger than Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying? Start pointing out the light-skinned dude in the crowd. It's bigger than this.
I'm petty. I'm petty. I'm petty. I'm petty.
Oh man, listen.
I'm petty. I'm petty. I'm petty.
Oh, start pointing out the light-skinned crowd. I'll be sure. Yeah, you. Pointing out, listen. Start pointing out referee. Hey, you too, Eddie Kelly. Eddie was part of this. You know what I'm saying? Eddie was part of it. Who else was part of it? Andrew Roberts. He was part of that too. Put him on trial. Listen, when you get hemmed up and you ain't a real one, you start dropping names real quick. All right, but listen, I want to talk about this. And I'm going to open the call lines up, 516-259-9041. Let me open these call lines up, 516-259-9041. All right.
There is one other participant in the conference.
After I make this comment, I'm going to start getting to the call lines, all right? So what if, this is my thing. What if they had to pay, right? What if they had to pay? Now, you know, when you got to pay such a high amount, right? When you got to pay such a high amount, you got to start cutting places. And I'm going to listen, I did my due diligence, and I'm going to just give a couple positions within the SWAC office that you can cut to pay your $5 million. Because, you know, you be like, hey, judgment for the plaintiff, $5 million, then you got to start figuring out how to pay. You know, it gets kind of gruesome. Got to pay for court fees, all that. So I did my due diligence the way I do, okay? And I'm gonna just give you a couple places where you can cut budgets. All right, where you cut some funds. All right. You can start here. All right. You can cut him. You know what I'm saying? maybe that might be a little personal, but you can cut him if you want to. You know what I'm saying? That'll save you a couple dollars right there. You know what I'm saying? Take that position away. You know what I'm saying? That you can cut that. You know what I'm saying? That's just, listen. Maybe listen. It's up to you. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, you cut that position. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Save you a couple $100,000 right there a year. You know what I'm saying? He need to be cut because he got you in this mess. Okay, you see what that says? Director of Accounting and Finance. He need to be cut. Because he ain't doing his job. Because you should have known that this was gonna come up. All right, listen. So I'm just saying. Go ahead and cut him because he ain't doing his job. That says Director of Accounting and Finance. Ain't nobody accounting that he got to pay $5 million now. So yeah, you good to go ahead. You go ahead and cut him. I'm just go ahead and cut. Yeah, go ahead and let him go. And all the fans, I know y'all gonna appreciate this one. This is the head of refereeing in the football. Go ahead and cut him. Because they ain't doing their job anyway. So you can go ahead and cut him too. So that saved you another couple $100,000 right there. So listen, that's about $300,000 I done saved you. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Don't thank me. You ain't got to thank me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to thank me. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you guys. You listen, I appreciate the SWAC. I understand what the SWAC is for. So I'm just telling you some loose ends that you can get rid of, save some money in your pocket, and go ahead and pay that settlement if you had to. If you have to. All right, that's just all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So that's all I'm saying. Okay, so if you just cut a couple of these people, you good. That's about 300,000 right there. Now the other 4.7 million, I can't do nothing for you, right? I can't do nothing for you. But the 300,000 I just saved you, go ahead. You don't gotta thank me. You ain't gotta thank me. You ain't gotta thank me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta thank me. Taking call. Hey, caller, you loud? Talk to me.
Scotty, what's up, man? This is Big John from Mississippi.
Talk to me.
All right, bro. Everything you see is not only factual evidence, but man, it's just truth, man. Everybody just gotta accept it for what it is. And I have a question. Let me state, I'm a JSU fan and I'm a season ticket holder, and I would never boycott the game in Tennessee. And it bothers me that we have supposedly educated professionals who are in position and who are in place, but are trying to seemingly collude to, I guess, it's got to be something that's more. It's got to be something more to it, because basically what's going on in Memphis is they have actually done right by JSU and Tennessee State. Tennessee State, their president and everybody that's been involved with their athletics over the past 30 years, they're not dumb. They're educated professionals. And if somebody is paying you for the game, and that is all they're paying you for is the actual game, and you get to make bigger than the gate that you would have at your home, you cannot dictate the money that the fans spend or generate. Just because my hotel ticket, and I go to Tennessee State every year, Scotty, just because my hotel ticket and the gas I spend and whatever that, my family and I may purchase and buy are more than the ticket to the game, I'm still there to support JSU. I spoke on this platform many times. You don't have the infrastructure that you are trying to have in control to make sure that you're making all of the money that you want to make. You don't have that infrastructure. And the same is being done here in the city of Jackson, because they have what is known in these major cities, Memphis. I'm going to give you just a few cities. You just name two.
All right.
Memphis and Jackson. Okay, I'm going to just use those two as examples. They have visitor bureaus that major companies, hotels, gas, all of these infrastructures that are connected to these cities, they pay into visitor bureaus. And they pay them to drum up events that generate revenue and income. So the same stuff is going on in the city of Jackson, where Jackson State has come out this year and said, look, we're only going to have 4 games because we have generated over $30 million for the city of Jackson. Again, people come to see your games and support you. You cannot dictate where they spend their money.
That's facts.
You don't have any infrastructure. So you cannot penalize the fans that are there to support you because we need to stay in certain hotels. We need to eat certain foods. We spend our dollars where we spend our dollars. So you take away from the city of Jackson, you take some games out of Jackson just because there are no kickbacks coming back towards you. This man, we just need him to coach. Just coach, bro. And I said when you first started the program, I said maybe he's better served as a Swac commissioner because he wants to do deals. Because last time I checked, I never saw Nick Saban on an IG complaining or being over emotional about where his fans are spending their dollars. Just coach, man. Just do the thing, bro. And if you can't do the thing, then move on. But if you want to do deals like that, you need, man, they have positions. Like maybe we need an assistant athletic director. Maybe we need an assistant Swac commissioner. If you want to get involved in the business aspect of things, there's nothing wrong with that. But while you're coaching, just coach and let the business take care of itself. Thank you, Scotty.
Hey, no problem. Appreciate the call. Man, I know a lot, and some people feel that way, some people don't, right? Because you see some people feel the way that that Big J feel, you know what I'm saying? That, well, you're stepping into a lane that you don't even know about, if you're being honest. All we brought you here to do was the coach. And then you have people that feel like, yo, Deion's a successful businessman. He's been successful in a lot of stuff of his life. He knows how to make money. You know, he knows how to promote. He knows how to market. Well, let him do that because people before couldn't do it right. So you have those type of, you have the double-sided edge on that one. So, but I get where he's coming from, but I also understand where people who support Deion getting his hands in the mix of all that, they have a point as well. Hey, what's up, JB? Talk to me.
Yes. Good evening. I'm sorry, good afternoon. This is not JB. This is Carlton Gumble, and I am the godson of Brian Gumble and Greg Gumble, and I'm calling here from the news agency of Andrew Dice and Clay. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, I have a couple of questions for you. First of all, and this is something for my readers here that I'm trying to educate on. So, I was made aware of the fact that the negotiators for JSU for this deal were a part of Prime Prep Associates. Is there any truth to this?
Did you said they were part of Prime Prep Associates?
That is correct, sir. Prime Prep Associates.
I can neither confirm nor deny that if that's a true statement or not.
Okay, thank you very much. And the second question is, are they, is their contact number still 1-800-FIND-ABAMA?
From the last time I checked, it is still 1-800-FIND-ABAMA.
Okay, thank you very much. And then have you heard any comments from, okay, let me get my notes together here. From Big and Puffy, no, that's not it. Sorry about that, sir. From Jay-Z and Dame Dash, no, that ain't it. Sorry about that. That sure ain't it. Wait 1 second. From Triple H in China. Oops, no, damn it, wrong notes. Wrong set of notes. I am so sorry, sir. Hold on 1 second here. Oh yeah, from head coach, Coach Prime, and from AD Robinson about this case.
No, I have not heard from either of the two in regards to this case.
Okay, sir. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for taking my call, and I'll be reaching out again, hopefully to speak to Judge Smokeson from the very near future. Thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Gumbo. I appreciate your call.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Oh my God, that boy said Prime Prep Associates. Where you right? Listen, some of y'all are super creative, bro. That was dope. Prime Prep Associates. That was funny. Oh man, that was funny. But okay, let's go. Let's take it even deeper than this, right? Because where do you draw the line with the SWAC commissioner in moving the way he's moving, right? Because let's call it PP. Oh, not the PPP loan, PPPA. Let's take it a step further, because how would he have felt that? Listen, I always call a spade, right? Listen, if I'm right, I'm right. I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. How would he have felt if a promoter backdoored him in his SWAC Classic deal for the JSU and Southern games? See, that's how you got to look at stuff, right? Would I want somebody to have done that to me when I've gone out and I've put these deals together? I've worked with the city of Birmingham. I've done all of these things to get myself in order, right? And then a promoter comes, and only because they offer more money to you, a team steps out of the deal and wants to go play at that, and now you're left holding the bag. See, but nobody ever looks at it from that point of view, because all you look at is like what it benefits me, what it gives for me. Oh, we get this. Oh, we get that. But you never see on the flip side of, if you were in a deal like that and the SWAC got done up by holding the bag, then everybody, you can't be up in arms. Well, we know Jackson State fans won't be, because they're going to be like, we just went to get more money. Hey, it's all about the money. SWAC ain't paying us money. We over here getting more money. If it was them. So that they're just in a whole bag by themselves. So I'm not going to use that. But what I'm saying is that when you're doing business the way you're doing business, and people can't take your word for your word, now everything gets thrown up, because contracts don't mean anything anymore. You saying you're going to be a part of something doesn't mean anything anymore. And then I have all these people telling me about how much the SWAC means to them and how much is this and how much is that. But everybody's doing some backdoor deal to get what's best for them. So all I'm saying is you got to see everything in a complete spectrum, right? You got to see everything in a complete spectrum of, would I want something done like this to me? Would I want me to get in a deal with Southern? We're supposed to get $350,000, and then Southern gets offered another deal, and then they step out of that deal and go do something else. You'll be like, damn, like you just gonna leave us? You gonna leave us hanging like that? You gonna leave us hanging like that? So that's my thing. But see, people use, it happens all the time. Well, that's what what also happens all the time. Imperial Nubia. Whatever your name is. You know what also happens all the time? Getting sued. Happens every day. Happens every day, B. All right. So when you get your ass sued, it ain't nothing. It ain't no hard feelings. So I don't want nobody talking. So see, keep that same energy when the SMC is suing your school and suing the SWAC conference. Keep that same energy. Love it. Own it. Hey, that's just business, right? That's just business. That's what happens. You want to step out of a contract? That's just business. We'll sue your ass. Just that easy. Just that easy. So keep that same energy. However you want to give it, keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying. So, and from what I've been told is that the only person that really has the problem is the promoter. Tennessee State's cool with Jackson State dipping out. Jackson State has an agreement with Tennessee State to say, hey, we good. The only person having a problem, from what I've been told, is the promoter. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Hey, how you doing out here?
I'm good. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Miss Harris again. I can only call if you're talking about something like this, because I don't know anything about football.
No problem, Miss Harris. Thank you so much for calling.
All right. I still haven't figured out how to get to be a member and stuff. But yeah, I was just listening to a caller earlier saying, Deion, you stay at the business side and just coaching. It's kind of funny, which is kind of true in a way. But if our people just don't know business as a HBCU school, that's why we're in such a predicament that we're in, because we don't know business. And he's a businessman. So I like the way, now, even though he kind of, stepped, kind of screwed this up, but he was trying to help because it didn't make no sense the way they was getting paid. This company making all this money and they only giving them that little taste of money. But of course he wasn't there when they started the deal and all this kind of stuff. So he was just trying to get them out of it, which they did go by it wrong. But I feel like if they're gonna sue him now, just don't play him at all. If you just get on out of it, pay them their $5 million and go on about your business. That way you're good. Just whatever. Leave it alone if they're gonna sue you anyway. Because I figured that's what's gonna happen. Just like you, they were gonna sue you because that's a part of their contract.
That's facts.
So that's what I look at it. But, you're going to get sued, just drop it all, go about your business. I mean, I know the fans like to go to Tennessee, but hey, you got to stand up at some point and get your money right. That's why we always in the hole. That's why we always crying we broke, because we don't have any business sense. And that's what he's trying to teach them the business part of the school, not just football. And if they don't get that, once he leaves, they definitely going to be back in the hole. Because that's what he really did. I mean, I really enjoy that part of him. Now, all this, prime time stuff, this glamour and glitz, I don't care for that because I don't think it's called for. If you got it, you got it. And I think your work should speak for you, not your, all this stuff you do. But that's his, that's his demeanor. He's been like that forever. So I'm not knocking him for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody got their personality. So I'm not saying anything about that. But anyway, I just feel like they should learn from his business aspect and just learn how to do it the right way. Put everything in writing from the jump from now on and not letting people, now that you know your work, you got to know what you need to do from now on. And then they didn't always, Ashley Robinson wasn't always there. So you had a lot of older people in these positions that didn't know what to do. And they just went along with the program. That's why they always got beat.
That's fair.
So now that you know, then you do better. When you know better, you do better. So,
absolutely.
A lot of things I disagree with Deion on for is, how he handles certain situations, outspoken and all that. But you have to learn at some point. That's where I look at it. And this is a learning lesson for Jackson State and hopefully for all of the other schools, that you do things the right way and put your stuff out there the right way. You won't have these consequences later on down the line. And especially once he leaves, because I know he's leaving and everybody else knows. It's probably going to be sooner than later, because once he starts getting embarrassed like this situation right here, that's going to make him leave, because he don't like being embarrassed. He's been in the spotlight for so long. And when you start making him feel embarrassed, he's going to go where he's going to, build his reputation back up, because he's going to feel like, hey, I'm losing here.
That's
like
fair.
The Celebration Bowl. That's why he talk about it in the documentary.
That's fair.
That was on him. So he's not going to say anything that's going to make Deion look bad at all. And he's going to try to keep everybody else from seeing. So you start blaming him for these little hiccups, he's going to pack up and leave. And that's just the way I look at it. And I feel like most stuff probably gonna come down the line, because he's running like a business, which is no problem. But a lot of things you have to go and understand. Swac schools they don't know. And a lot of stuff they put in place, you got to make sure you go back and read this stuff and make sure you're doing it the right way.
No, you're absolutely right.
You just can't go in and say, okay, we need to change this because we ain't making no money. But you got at the same time, you got a team of lawyers. That's your lawyer. Deion got a team of lawyers. So both ways, you should have had somebody look at that and know this wasn't gonna fly. But because of his name, he thought everybody was gonna look over it and let him fly. That's what he thought. But everybody don't think like that. Just because you Deion, I'm just not gonna look over it when it comes to my money, especially. You caused me to lose money, so hey, and you got money, so I'm definitely gonna sue you. Bring you in, I'm gonna bring you into the deal because I know you got money.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring you into the deal. You know what I'm saying? So that's just common sense.
That's fair.
To me.
That's fair.
He just got to think better when he's doing these things around us. See, he's not used to dealing with us for one. Our people, I'm just put it that way. He's not used to dealing with us. He used to be in these little private institutions around these other people mostly. So, and they kind of let him do kind of a little bit what he wanted in a way. But otherwise, we're going to find a way to embarrass you at some point. And he's going to find that out sooner or later. And that's why I say when he gets through being embarrassed a couple more times, he's going to get up and leave, because he's not used to being embarrassed. Because he's always, he played, being a Hall of Famer and all this stuff. And everybody, just looked up to him. That he's just a man that's always right, in a sense. And he always been flashing flamboyant. So, hey, he's not going to sit there and be embarrassed. That's why, like I say, you didn't say anything about the Celebration Bowl, because that was a total embarrassment to him and his nation. That was a national game to be embarrassed like this. Because I was embarrassed. I turned the TV off, rode in the rain. I was like you, out in the rain, riding. I ain't watching no more. But anyway, I just want to say that you have to let somebody teach you the business. I think he's doing a good job at teaching them the business aspect.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's teaching the right way. Don't just go there and do it just because you Deion, because they're not going to be able to do that once you leave. So make sure you teach them the right way and tell them the right way to handle the business. So when you do leave, hopefully they'll have, the understanding, hey, we got to do this, we got to do that, and not just go out here and do stuff on my name.
No, I got you. Thank you so much, Miss Harris. Appreciate the call.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'll be let you.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
That's funny. That was funny. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, how you doing?
I'm good. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Burnett. I'm calling from Jackson, Mississippi.
You in the heart of it. Talk to me.
You know, I just got a idea here. You tell me what you think about this.
All right.
If they want to continue with this lawsuit, even though we've said, well, we're going to give you a year, we're going to play this year, they give you a year to find somebody else to play. All right. What if the Swac was to band together? I'm at Jackson, Southern, everybody put their hatred aside for just one and say, well, okay, if y'all want to continue with this lawsuit against Jackson, then guess what? Ain't no Swac school going to play in the Southern Heritage class. Now, you can go outside of the Swac and find somebody else to play. With that, if you was the person, the promoter, how would you handle that?
I like the move. I really do, because with the plans of bringing Tennessee State into the SWAC, that's actually not a bad move, because you actually lost the other team as well. Because once they join the SWAC, they won't be a part of the Southern Heritage Classic too. And I would like to see schools band together and the conference band together on a promoter or anything like that. So that would be dope. I think that's using your power as a collective. But at the end of the day, if I'm a promoter, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can promote anything. So I just won't do football games. You still go. For me, I'm going to be honest. If I was the promoter and you did that, I'd be like, fine, I won't do football games no more. I'll do something else. Because as a promoter, I'm not strictly limited. I'm not limited to just, a football game. You know what I'm saying? I can do a concert. I can do events. I can do, radio and stuff. So I wouldn't really care. Give me my money. So I'm gonna be like, give me my money, and I'm gonna just go do something else. You know what I'm saying? Find two other teams or whatever that might need a promotion or whatever. So on one end, I do love the fact that you're having HBCUs stand up for one another. I think that's dope. But in the bigger scheme of things, if I was a promoter, I wouldn't give a damn. Give me my money, and I'm gonna just go promote something else. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I see it.
Well, yeah, true. That is true, and I know a lot of this is tradition. A lot of it is tradition, but and my thing too is, if you're gonna go at Jackson State, fine, but why are you going after the SWAC?
Because
why are you trying to sue the SWAC for millions?
That makes, because listen, Jackson State wouldn't have had a deal to step out. They would have. I want to be very clear about this. I don't believe that Jackson State would have stepped out the Southern Heritage Classic the way they did if the SWAC hadn't proposed to them, hey, there's a game that we can schedule on the same day as the Southern Heritage Classic and pay you more than what they're paying you. There's no way you can tell me that Jackson State steps out of one game and moves into another money game without the SWAC having to do it and set it up for them. So yeah, that's tampering. That's tampering. I'm coming for you too.
I mean, true. That is true. But if you look at it on the other hand, also, Jackson State is doing pretty much what their boss tells them to do. And I mean, the SWAC commissioner runs the SWAC, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, so pretty much Jackson State works for him.
No. Okay. So if you ever listen to the commissioner talk, they're just overseers, right? So the commissioner works for the schools. It's no different than the NFL. Like the commissioner for the NFL, he works for the owners. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever heard the commissioner talk, that's why he says they don't get into scheduling. They don't get into the nuances of each school. They're an overseer. You know what I'm saying? They try to do things what's best for the whole conference as a whole. But he works for the ADs and the presidents of the school. It's not the other way around.
Okay. And my last question or comment would be this, and I'm not a lawyer. I don't know a lot about the actual legality of it. But if Jackson were to agree, and it's fact, okay, tell you what, we're gonna pay you this here lawsuit. Okay, so this is the money that you're saying that you would have lost. Okay, would he still be able to go schedule 2 teams to play on that same day, even though you done already been paid for Jackson not to play?
Okay, so
legally
the game. Okay, so let me. I want to make sure you're talking. Are you talking about currently or in the future?
For these, if Jackson buys their way out of these Knicks, if Jackson plays this year, then they give him whatever he's asking for as a buyout for these next 2 years.
Yeah.
Would he be able to schedule a game on for those 2 years on that date, and you done already been paid for that?
Yes. Because that's what a buyout is for, right? I'm recouping money. If you would have played, I would have got paid a such and such amount. Since you're not playing, you're paying me the what I think I would have gotten for those 2 games. So yes, you're gonna pay me for the 2 games that you buying out of, and then I can go back and schedule 2 different games on those different years. Absolutely. That's why, that's why a buyout is so high. Huh?
So I mean, he's getting
absolutely.
He's getting paid twice.
Exactly. That's why promoters put that in the contract. So it's their, if you buy out, it hurts them because they don't have an event to put on, but it helps them because you done paid them probably twice of what they were going to get.
Yeah. So my thing would be to Jackson, and I know Jackson will never do that. But if I was the athletic director, I would say, well, tell you what, we're gonna go on and play this entire contract out. But the contract is to play the game. But I'm gonna encourage my fans to stay at home. Nobody show up. I'm not even gonna bring my band. I'm gonna bring my team and play the game.
I like that.
And now, how much money is this promoter going to lose?
I like that. But you know what? It's probably in the contract that they have to bring the band.
So if the band came and just the team, would the band have to play other than halftime?
No, so it all stipulates within the contract, right? So if the contract only says the band has to attend, then the band can literally sit there in the stands and just fold their arms and do whatever. But if it has that the band will attend, play at halftime, then yes, the band will have to play because that's what they're getting paid for as well.
But if no fans came, then you're not making a mockery out of the classic, but you're just showing that promoter, you should have let me out.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I love it because you're being super petty. I absolutely love it. Like I would, I really if I'm being honest, if Deion got on and made a decree to the fans that don't show up to this game, they would not come. Because if he wanted to hurt Fred Jones's pockets, or like, yo, he wants to play bully ball, let's play bully ball. I absolutely love the pettiness. Tell you, I love it. It all depends on how it goes down for real. You know what I'm saying? But if the promoter gets his money off of who attends and what is paid for and like all the concessions and stuff like that, so you hurt his pockets by fans not coming, yo, that would be dope. But see, the thing about it is you don't know if the promoter can come after Deion for, maybe messing with the event or being, having negative promotion towards the event. You don't know. Like that's something you have to talk with your lawyer. Like if I publicly come out and go against the classic, how can he come back and sue me or whatever? So yeah, but I absolutely love it, man. Hey, appreciate the call though.
All right, I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Listen, I love it. Listen. The depths of what he was trying to do to be petty, my boy, you get one of these.
I'm petty. 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 I'm petty.
Hey, I love it. I absolutely love it. That's just me. But that's I'm into the petty stuff. So act your shoe size, not your age. I love it. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me.
Yo, fourth generation JSU graduate. I want to tell you that I love the show.
Thank you, sir.
But this is about progressivism, Scotty.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I understand the topic, but my deal is, are we keeping our student athletes in mind? Are the decisions that we're making, are they based upon the forward progression of the student athlete as well as the university? Okay. Without student athletes, we wouldn't have sports programs. So I understand the business side of it, but this is a reflection upon how we feel about our student athletes. And I'm tired of it. Great show. Offscript, Mrs. Script. Thanks, man.
No problem. Thank you so much for the call. Yo, get my likes up. The missus is packing. You know, she's getting all her stuff together and packing and stuff like that. Get my likes up. I need a commercial break music. That's what I need. Like, I need a commercial break, like ding, 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 like some elevator music. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I really need to get my likes up. Stop playing me. And I know over 200 of y'all are probably haters anyway. All right. So while you here hating, just go ahead and hit the like button and you can continue to hate. Okay. You can continue to hate. Just hit the like button. I appreciate it. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yeah, Scott, it's Big John again, man.
Talk to me, Big John.
I wanted to call in. I wanted to say this again. My thing is this again. I told you I'm an avid JSU supporter, season ticket holder, been a JSU fan all my life. Point out something, man. When we were losing and we had Coach Bill, and we had not won a game in like maybe 1 or 2 games in 3 years during the issue with dealing with Coach Bill, we still went to the Classic, and they still paid us what our value was. And what I'm trying to help people see, or just you tell me what you think. We're still, the whole issue is not the game itself. It's not being paid for the game, because JSU and Tennessee State, as far as football and the fan attendance or the seats in the stadium, they're being paid their just due. The issue is us as people, the fans, what we're generating when we come. I'm still trying to understand how the Swac commissioner and those, whoever is behind that curtain, why are they trying to control and dictate that? And it wasn't until Deion got involved, and I'm not speaking against Prime, as he's coaching. Okay, so this is not a Deion rant. He's coaching. But it wasn't until he got there that the commissioner's eyes grew big to try to facilitate deals in and around JSU to maximize. See, let's just tell the truth and shame the devil. You tried to facilitate deals around JSU because you know we had a strong fan base. So now that you've actually, because this is now I'm speaking to you because I got factual evidence. So I'm going to back mine up. So, and I was working on a deal for Swac bands that would have generated over $1 million for the Swac and Swac bands. And he shot it down because why? He couldn't. The reason that he shot it down is because he wanted to form a shop the deal so that he could benefit, but all the benefit was going to go to the schools. And fans were going to be excited. They were going to attend, but he shot the deal down because it wouldn't put money in his pocket. So tell me, people, it's us who are generating the funds. It's us. They want our money. Wake up. They want our money. And they don't have any infrastructure that's in place again to get our money. And so I don't like this whole, let's not do business with Fred. Fred has done nothing wrong. And guess what? You can present factual evidence to Fred. You know how you can just present some factual evidence to Fred? You talked about a script and they shot you down when you talked about it. Go ahead, since you got these 4- and 5-star athletes, and I'm a JSU fan, I support. Go ahead and schedule some out-of-conference games and go beat Alabama, go beat LSU, or go beat some other team that shows you the strength of our team and the power that we have that is so much more different than a Tennessee State team, which is coached by Eddie George, and then come back to the table and say, look, the reason that we have to renegotiate is because we have the same kind of team, the same kind of drawing power as a team, not talking about fans, but as a team that these other schools have, and let's be comparable to the deals that they generate. So it's the people who dictate. It's us. It's the fans who they are trying to control, and the SWAC commissioner is colluding. It's all because now he has the city of Birmingham, who by chance, come on, people, factual evidence, find this out. They lost Alabama and they lost Auburn. Nobody wanted to go to Birmingham anymore, and he got the city of Birmingham and everybody involved to collude to raise hotel prices to bring us to Birmingham. And they're going to give him the stadium for free. So that's the collusion, man. Like, y'all wake up. It's us. So I'm not on talking about anything about Fred and nobody's going to negotiate. He's doing fair, like he's doing right. It's the fans who are generating the money that they're looking to profit from. I'm gone, bro.
Hey, man, that's some bars, bro. You are more than welcome to call back anytime.
Bet, man.
Appreciate it, BJ. Listen, it's hard to not agree with Big J. Listen to what he's saying. With this is what, okay. You know what Jackson State did? Jackson State did this, right? This is what Jackson State did. You had a girl, right? When you were down, when you was trying to be a rapper, you was trying to be the next big thing, you had a girl that let you borrow her Honda. This is Fred. This is Fred now. Fred let you borrow the Honda, put gas money in it for you, paid you to perform. You was the first person to go out on stage, paid for your studio time. You know what I'm saying? Paid for the mixing, the production. He paid for all that because he believed in you. Now you got a hit single on the radio, and now you acting like you don't know who Fred Jones. Like, bro, now you acting like you don't know who this girl was. Like she wasn't with you when you were down and out. Like, let's be real. When you had no value, say again, and I don't care, Jack, say we leave FCS in attendance, blah, blah. Nobody was checking for you. He wasn't paying you because of your record. He wasn't paying you because of, he was paying you because, one, you were in a contract, and two, he wanted to keep something going. When Tennessee State was whooping your ass year after year after year, Fred was still, he didn't come to you and say, hey, you should take less money because you suck. He didn't say that to you. He didn't say, you know what, Jackson State? You suck. You suck. You're 2-10. You're 3-8. You suck. Can you take less money? He didn't do that to you. He didn't do that to you. He kept paying you your value, your worth. And then all of a sudden, you blow up. And now you acting like you don't know nobody no more. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, let's be like, come on, bro. Like, y'all just funny like that, man. Y'all fun. And it's not to say you don't deserve more money. Listen to what I'm saying. Read my lips. I'm not saying you don't deserve more money, but how about you go back to the promoter who has been paying you for the last 10 years when you've been trash? You've been absolute garbage, okay? And just say, hey, we hot now, bro. We know we gonna bring you more money because we hot now. Hey, scoot us another 200,000. Scoot us another 300,000. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and scoot us another 300,000. Wow. Give us 600,000. Don't worry about Tennessee State. Go ahead and scoot us another 300,000. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you gonna make it back because we hot now. So that's my thing, man. You know, it is what it is. You know, y'all continue to do what y'all do, but it's just funny to me. It's just funny to me. And Big John said something. See, listen, this is the one thing about this platform. I don't give a damn. All right. I don't care if a caller calls in and says something about the SWAC commissioner. If you feel that that's what it is, that's what it is. He's saying, listen, bro, it's real funny how the SWAC commissioner all of a sudden, he want to be Don King now. He out here looking for deals. Where was all that energy 3 years ago, my boy? You doing basic ESPN contracts. You ain't go to ESPN and say, hey, my boy, hey, go ahead and run them mills up. You ain't do none of that. But now all of a sudden, you Don King. All right. Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me.
What up, Scotty, man? Look, a few things, Doc. One, let's stay on the commissioner right quick. I've been saying before this whole Deion thing, before a long time, I was like, the Swac don't really care about his team. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go to something as simple as Mr. Don King. Why it took for Deion to come say why the players don't have a name on the back of their jersey? You know what I'm saying? Something as small as that. Like, when has the Swac ever offered to pay for the team's new uniform? Let's just start right there. So just put a bullet. Another thing too, I don't know how to feel about this situation because Jack stayed in the situation. I get why they suing them, you know what I'm saying? But I would pull out the game. You're not about to sue me and I came back to your game. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
I think they need to make a critical decision right now because people planning for the game right now. So either you're gonna sue me and we not play, or are you gonna take this lawsuit away and call it a quit and we play this game? Because and then you say it's the other company, CM, whatever they call
SMC.
You're not about to act like the promoter didn't know that they was gonna add to this too. So I feel it's Jackson's fault there in this pickle, but at the same time, I don't know how to. I feel like it's a little bit too much. I'm trying to give them the death penalty. Y'all, they played the game, even though they try to renege on y'all. So that was the slap on the wrist with the whole suing them and everything. But now they gave you the game back. So how you feel about that aspect of it, Scotty?
You know what, Smash? I didn't even think about it like that. I'm glad you called, bro, because you can't. You know what I'm saying? That's like, yo, bro, like I'm doing you this favor because I didn't even have to do that. I could have just paid the buyout and we dipped on you. You know what I'm saying? I came back. And now you still messing with me, trying to sue me? Like, that don't even make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. I'll just go ahead and take the L. Like, boom. All right. It's an out-of-conference game anyway, so it really don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a conference game, so it's not like it's the Orange Blossom Classic. You wouldn't do that because that's gonna mess up your conference record. But that's not a bad move. Just go ahead and pull out, take the L. Fred Jones gonna take the L. We pay him his money and we out. You know what I'm saying? So
because Fred Jones gonna hit big. He gonna hit big if you play the game and get sued. He's gonna give him some money anyway.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
facts.
saying? Like, so Jackson State, you know, we kind of like the joke on you because y'all messed up this business deal, but it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? If we can call Jackson State out on their bullshit, we can kind of help up for them a little bit too. But I personally would put out that damn game and give the game to a smaller school who appreciate it more and make it a home game. You know what I'm saying? You know you're gonna make something back from it, you know? So I don't know, Doc, but that's what I just called to say. I don't agree with the Swac commissioner, and I just feel like they're trying to play on JSU a little bit for this mistake that they made. Yeah, it was a lot. They're trying to play them a little bit. But I ain't got it, man.
Hey, no problem, Smash. Appreciate the call, boy. Hey, I like that perspective. I really do. That's at the end of the day, like Smash said, like you could jump down Jackson State, but bro, we came back and we came back to you on the humble tip because we didn't have to do. If we're being honest, they didn't have to do that. They really didn't have to do that. They came back to you on the humble tip. Was like, all right, we'll go ahead and play this 1 year. You know what I'm saying? And now you still trying to bully us and trying to sue us? Nah, Bama, no, we out. I feel you on that one, Smash. I would have been like, hell, nah, we out. Hey, what's up, Pete? Talk to me. What's up, Paris?
Hey.
What's good?
So I just want to rant for a minute. Okay.
Hey, yeah, you're a member. Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay. So I've taken a couple of notes or whatever, and I wrote down some things that I really wanted to say because I also seen the lawsuit as well. So my thing is, Fred Jones trying to ask for money that he didn't even give JSU is kind of sad and greedy. Now, to me, this seems like a pimp and a hoe type of situation where the hoe finally knows her worth and wants to leave, and the pimp is like, no, you're not going. So he's making himself look even worse. Like, we've given a year and a half notice that, hey, we're pulling out on the last 2 years of the deal. And that's more than enough time to find a replacement. But no, he knows he will not find another gullible suitor like we were back then. And with the fan base we bring, that's why. He really telling on himself. The math is not matching up. He's a true definition of a pimp trying to take advantage. Then he gets mad at Deion because, he asked him into the lawsuit saying because he came and told us how pretty, Deion told us how pretty we were and that we didn't deserve the abuse we were getting. So all Fred Jones is saying is dollar signs. So, he had to put Deion in it. Now, Fred is just trying to save face because everyone see the bullshit of how he paid both JSU and Tennessee State. Goes back to knowing your worth. Now, show me what went in and what went out, like the expenses. Tell me that. Show me that. So, once again, I call bullshit to Fred. Now, he used us bringing him steak while he gave us bologna sandwiches. Now, Fred wants all of the Swac and Deion to get out of his business because he's been scamming us. Now, he basically is saying, how dare the Swac allegedly try to make money for their conference with a better deal class. But by him suing the Swac, he's also going to kill his classes as well because no other Swac school would deal with him again. Now, he sees that his cash cow is leaving. So he says he paid JSU over $6 million over the years, even when we were struggling financially. What that got to do with it? When we honored our job of playing, you paid us and we played. Now, him stating that Tennessee State has won, now this is going back to the lawsuit now. He keeps bringing up the fact that Tennessee State has won more games than us recently winning and being financially stronger. Now, he keeps bringing up the $350,000 that we now get, that was renegotiated in 2019, of justifying of what Deion said about the Classic not being profitable. Where are the pluses and minuses at? Show that. Now, one notation in the lawsuit says that JSU breach of contract means that SMC must find a replacement team for 2023-2024, and its ability to do so is not at all certain. Now, the Classic is a joyful. He goes on and talk about how it's a great rivalry, and that JSU coach explained that at the present time, JSU is the big attraction. That JSU participation alone brings 40,000 fans to the game. The coach boasts, the Deion coaches both prove that JSU breach will cause great damage. Classic has become an annual cultural tradition for tens of thousands of people. Now, he says they plan for the trip to Memphis every year. It takes years to build up that type of fan loyalty. JSU breach means that virtually all of the JSU fans will cease coming to the Classic. SMC does not expect that any available replacement team will attract that sort of fan following, nor is it a certainty that a high percentage of the CSU fans will come to a game against a replacement team that lacks the history of JSU rivalry. Now, if I'm not mistaken, one school should not be bigger than a whole Classic. There's two schools in it. But, he did say JSU brings 40,000 fans and didn't even mention Tennessee State fans. So my thing is just find a replacement and market your event. If you're such a great promoter, market your event.
All right. So,
he plans.
Let me, yeah. So listen, I want you to get all your points out because I took notes while you were talking and just kind of I just want to give you the double side of it. Right. You said, you said you were, when you were bringing him bologna, he was making steak. That was your analogy, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. My thing is this: when you were not good, you were bologna, and he was still having to make steak. You get what I'm saying? Like, even though your fan base is still going to follow, you know what I'm saying? At that time, let's be real, it wasn't ever about the football. You know what I'm saying? Because the football wasn't good because Tennessee State was beating you down. So, and at the top of that, promoters take the most risk in an event, right? So if I let's say you have a friend named Judy, right? You and Judy are my events. You're a fighter and Judy's a fighter, right? Well, I have to I got to get the space. I got to pay for the security. I have to pay for everything you do. All you have to do is show up and fight. You get what I'm saying? I take all the risk. So if, let's say it's a rain delay, if it's a lightning storm, if it's an ice storm, any of those things occur, my bottom line gets affected because I'm looking for the attendance, the concessions, everything like that. So most of the risk is on me. So of course you would want to get paid. Like, no, there's no different, Paris. If you're taking more risk in an adventure or in an investment, you want more income from that because you're taking most of the risk. That's with anything, correct?
Correct.
All right. So I got to push back on that one. And then my last thing is this: when you're going into a court case, it's not about what the public opinion see about what the loss is. You have to prove to a judge or even maybe a jury without a reasonable doubt of why I need to get paid the settlement because of the hardships that have come across. Now you can look at it as like, yo, damn, Fred, you asking for $5 million and you didn't pay the $6 million in 20 years. You get what I'm saying? But he has to show to the court and to the judge why he should get $5 million. So if I have to fluff up some numbers to say, listen, if these dudes walk out, I'm not going to find a fan base that can bring in 40,000 people at a neutral site. That's the key. It's at a neutral site. This ain't a home game. This is at a neutral site where people have to travel and come to this game outside of the direct market of which they're in. You know what I'm saying? So I have to show that. So I won't get mad. I'm not going to say mad. I won't push back on Fred because he has to show the fluff of it to be like, yo, like, it's no different, Paris. Like, if you felt you've been done wrong and you go to a court, talk to a judge, you can be like, listen, judge, she broke my nail and she kicked my knee. And I ain't forget, she didn't even close my door after I picked her up. And then on top of all that, I had to leave a tip. All you're gonna do is throw everything on the table to let the judge know how bad you've been done wrong. You get what I'm saying? So you got to look at it. You got to look at it both sides. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. Because like I said, you hot now. You BBL, you new thing on the block. Your value has gone up, but you also have to take into account the last 10 years when your value wasn't where it's at, and he paid you above market value because of what your value was at that time. Because he didn't come back to you and say, you know what, Paris, and your job might even do this. You know what, Paris? Your performance hasn't really been up to par lately. We're gonna dock your pay $1. He didn't do that to you. So you got to look at it both ways. So, but you can keep going, Paris, if you have anything to push back on.
Yeah, I only got a few more points to make.
Go ahead.
So my thing is also with that being said, like, he also knew. That's why I say it goes back to the pimp and the hoe situation. So where you knew way back then the appreciation of Jackson State fans. You knew it. And you also saw that when Jackson State was not in the Classic, how it did not match up the same. So, of course, way back then, you knew how that came out to be. But, okay, so continuing the rest of my rant is only a few more points.
No, you good. Go ahead.
But my thing is, my thing is, but I'm sure that he plastered the lawsuit. Like, everybody has seen the lawsuit, but nobody has seen the contract. And it gets me wondering, why haven't he quoted not one line of the contract? But you keep saying something about the lawsuit and you saying all of these things, but you have not stated what is in the contract that you don't want everybody to see right now. That's one point. Like, it's a little shady to me, but hey, but I'm sure that Deion, our athletic director and President Hudson knew that what he was going to do. So I'm sure it's something up their sleeve that nobody sees and nobody knows, and of why they did what they did. Because if you haven't been noticing, the president, the AD, and Deion, they've been doing a lot of marketing things even more. Like the connections with the people, if you've noticed, the connections with the state representatives and such. Take notice of that. And the fact that Thomas Hudson is also a former attorney as well. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he would have took this big of a risk if he didn't know what would come about. So for the people that says, why suggest you this long? Actually, every athletic director have complained but didn't pull the trigger or was too scared due to the fans and the traditions and didn't have another opportunity to get out. So it goes back once again to knowing your worth and what you got, having business-minded people in office. But also, one last point, lawsuits against Jackson State is nothing new. So respectfully, fuck Fred Jones and SMC. And that's all I have to say.
No problem, Paris. You know I love you. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Hey, you might want to make those some shirts. Might want to make them. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Just give me some royalties. If you're in the state of Jackson and you got some fuck Fred Jones shirts, I'm just saying. Listen, just pay me some more. Hey, Mr. Public Figure. You know what I'm saying? You know, he a Jackson native. He makes stuff. Go to Mr. Public Figure. Have him make some fuck Fred Jones shirts and put Paris's name. Listen. Just give me every shirt you make. Just give me $1. Just give me $1. You know what I'm saying? Well, how about $5? How about $5? But $3. I'll take $3. I'll take $3. $5. My baby said $5. You want to sell them for $20? Let me get $5. All right. Appreciate it. Mr. Public Figure. Come on. Shout out to you. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scott, one last thing. Tara had some great points, but I'm gonna play the JSU parent role. You know what I'm saying? How you take up for your kid in public, but you chastise them when you get home. This is the first time, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like this. As much as we get on Jackson State ass, I feel like this is some shit. We need to stop this whole narrative of when JSU was ass. We know they suck. You know what I'm saying? But let's stop disrespecting the JSU fan base and what JSU is to the city of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? From JSU to from Jackson to Memphis, Memphis is the next real city. You know what I'm saying? So we keep saying Fred Jones gave them this, which he did, you know what I'm saying? But he knew he was JSU was a damn cash cow, and they know it too. So I just don't like the narrative we trying to paint, like even though they suck, they wasn't bringing in the crowd. The class is packed every year. Facts. If anything, Tennessee State is the one who should be held accountable for referee, because y'all like an hour damn way and ain't bringing no people. So that's my thing. Put some more respect on JSU's name when it comes to that damn classic, even though all the years they were sad. That's me being a parent helping them for Jackson State. This is where you chastise them. Y'all knew y'all should have been fucking ready for somebody to sue y'all when y'all pulled that dumbass move. Don't get fancy now. Now, don't get fancy and try to pull out these people contract when they've been letting y'all play in this shit and y'all not been having no good record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another thing, too, we surprisingly bringing up all this money and Jackson State doing all these miraculous things. Shit, that little $5 million, I'm going to say little $5 million, let Barstool pay for it. Put it on the episode.
Hey, and make your money back.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's how you chastise JSU. Y'all so focused on Fred Jones them using y'all and suing y'all. Look at somebody else who's using y'all. Like, let's stop. Let's come. We need to. This shit is stupid to me. Like, damn, JSU, wake up, and it's like y'all got so caught up in the damn. Somebody came and gave us a little light. All somebody did was came and gave y'all a fucking haircut in the lineup. That's all they did. Highlighted what you already had. You know what I'm saying? So use y'all power. Like, what, Deion, $5 million, what it is to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't shit. That's a lot of money. Don't get me twisted, but for the money that we making, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. There's somebody who been going to Swac games all their damn life. I understand the importance of this, but Jackson State wasn't no slaw to Fred Jones. He always was a cash cow. The people gonna come and support that shit every year. And the bands. There's so many ways that you can fucking make money off this shit. That's just me. Give help enough for Jackson State and chastise them in the same way, but bro, this some bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
No problem, Smash. Appreciate the call, boy. You said give him a lineup. He said give him a lineup and highlight what they.
Exactly.
Boy, you stupid. Appreciate the call, Smash. You dumb. Hey, listen. Hey, Justin. Hey, let's link up and let's do these fuck Fred Jones shirts. Let's do it. You know me. You know, I move fast. I did the Rocket Mortgage Hornet shirts. I move fast. So, fuck Fred Jones. Let's get it popping. We can make it happen. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yo, Scotty, what's up?
What's good? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, it's Nate from Savannah, man. I got a question for you. Do we know if there was an actual buyout clause in the contract?
There's usually listen. This is speculation. There usually are buyouts in every contract, especially when it's multiple years. There usually are buyouts to get out of it.
Okay, gotcha. And the reason why I was asking because what is the issue if it's a buyout clause in the contract and you still try to sue? How could that be if we give enough notice to do the right things to abide by the contract? What is the issue? But that's really what I had to kind of just figure out to see if there's actually a clause in there.
Yeah. See,
Go
ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. You're good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if it's not, my comment is, well, we'll play this year, the upcoming fall season, do the classic. We'll negotiate a settlement where we just go ahead and pay whatever the settlement is, and we'll just get out the contract that way. So either way, I think it's gonna be fine. I think Jackson State gonna get what they want, and because they have the fans on their side, they have the money on their side. So I think it's gonna get done regardless.
Okay, let's go back to the buyout real quick. And the reason is the reason I'm gonna sue you for it is because technically if you sign a contract, I can hold you to what those 2 years, right? So usually what happens and once again, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just saying usually what happens in a buyout clause is I come to you. It's no different than, if you want to get out of a contract, you usually say you got 90 days or 60 days, like a lease. Good example, a lease, right? In your lease, it says you have to give us notice of 60 days notice or 90-day notice that you're leaving the apartment. Why does the apartment complex do that? So they know, okay, in the next 3 months, I can start pitching your apartment to incoming buyers like, hey, this will be available at a certain day. Now, if you break your lease and you're like, yo, I'm leaving, they make you pay up the rest of the months within your lease up front. So I broken a lease before, so I had 6 months left and I think it was $1,200. So I had to pay like $7,000 or $8,000 that day. You know what I'm saying? So, to get out, they're like, look, you owe us this, because that's revenue that they knew they were going to have. Now they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? But I negotiated it and they asked me to pay 50%. So I just paid $4,000, right? So that's how you do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so usually in every contract like that, there should be a buyout clause. I haven't heard the specific number behind it, but if I'm a promoter, I'm going to make the number higher than what I would have earned because I don't want you to get out of it. You will look at that buyout number like, damn, $3 million every year. Shit. You're like, let's just go ahead and play these out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a buyout, that's why people stay in their leases. You know what I'm saying? You be like, yeah, you got to pay us double on the first month, triple on the third. You be like, God damn, I'm gonna just live here. I'm gonna stick it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing with buyouts.
Well, to speak to that, I think if it is a buyout in there, and of course they're giving notice a whole season ahead of time, which it should be enough time to get a replacement in there, and they just pay whatever fees are due, I think they're going to be fine with that. That's why if it's not a buyout, go ahead, go through the settlement, go through the negotiations, do a settlement, and still in the settlement negotiate that, hey, we're still going to end the contract for the 22nd season, 22 season and after. So it's going to get done regardless, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I absolutely agree with you. I think what I would do if I'm negotiating this thing is like, listen, Fred, let's meet in the middle. We'll give you 2.5. We won't play the rest of the games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'll get that and we're out. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing I still kind of go with what Smash is saying was that I wouldn't even play the game this year, if I'm being honest, because if you're suing me, and I'm still giving you money, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it, but
because they could still say breach of contract.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yep, you're right. You're right. That's fair. Hey man, appreciate the call, bro.
All right, appreciate it, man.
All right. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, I just wanted to touch on to what I feel like is the overall thing that a lot of people are missing.
Mm-hmm.
With the way our HBCUs negotiate our contracts, it almost seems like we just show up and sign and don't even look at what our economic impact is for our schools, for what we bring as far as, for example, you can look on a certain school's website and it says that we have a multi-million-dollar economic impact just to students. Well, when you look at the region, it goes up even more. And when you look at the state that it's in, it's like, I don't know if we're just so used of operating from a place of lack that we don't even question,
it's a bar,
what we are bringing to the table, and look at the fact that we are the asset. Like the brother said earlier, we spending our money, we buying tickets, we at the concessions, and we still getting chicken change. And it's 2022, and nobody is saying anything because we don't want to make it seem like we're attacking the administration or a particular individual. We have to remember we are the SWAC, HBCU, for the most part, we are public universities. We have a right to know what's going on and what's coming in and what's going out at our schools. But nobody is willing to ask the overall question. We just take whatever they give us and we just go along with it because we just want to support our schools. And I think in light of what's happened with this promoter, we need to be looking at all these classics, okay? All of them.
That's
Stay
fair.
Fair, Bayou Classic.
Talk your mess. Talk your mess.
What's going on with our bands? Not just football, right? Because the band has to come too. The package deal. But what is the band getting?
That's fair.
Is the band,
it's all part of it.
Directors, is the band at the table even? Or are they just told you got to be there at a certain time and we'll at least make sure you have breakfast? I don't know. It just seems like we talk about these classics and we don't even consider the band's expenses and what they have to do and the time and effort that they put in as well. And it's about time for the SWAC and HBCUs as a whole to stand up and say we're not, and it might get messy, and then, but we can't continue to do business like Death Row Records. we can't afford to do that, okay? And we are positioned, if we do it right, we take the temporary loss, I think that we will be fine. We will be more in a better position now than we were 10 years ago.
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you one question. I'm gonna let you go. Would and you get to answer how you want it. If the way the SWAC starts moving against promoters, would you think that would stop a lot of promoters from trying to come into the SWAC? Or you know what I'm saying? Like if Jackson State does what they do and they're like, yo, and then everything starts getting reevaluated. Are you guys trying to push promoters out, or are you trying to invite more promoters that do it the right way in? You get what I don't know if you kind of get my question.
I mean, it's all about what you negotiate, right? If you have somebody that is of good faith and that actually treats us the way we deserve to be treated, well, we welcome them. We welcome the business. We welcome the opportunity, right? But if you're doing it like what we're discussing today, absolutely not. And like I said, somebody has to be willing to say, no, we're not going to settle for that. Stop letting people play in your face.
Okay, that's fair.
The numbers are on our side. Even when you look at smaller HBCUs, even when you look at smaller SWAC schools, the numbers are on our side. And this is public record. So I'm not just, making up something, but you can look and see what the economic impact for each SWAC school. And if it don't match up with what we're being offered, and I ain't just talking about the classic deals, I'm talking about the apparel deals, I'm talking about the deals that the band make for their appearances, all of that. The deals that prime example today, Morehouse and Spelman has a great thing that they're doing with Ralph Lauren. But what are they getting paid for the marketing and advertising that they're doing? Because everybody is going to that website, right? They getting, and let's not forget Retool Your School. We're gonna touch on that today. We ain't even gonna touch on that. But with Home Depot, what are they getting? What are we getting in return? We're giving them likes and clicks, and we're making them go viral, and we're coming up with nothing.
That's fair. And we all know we're the culture, so you're right. You're not knowing your value. You're not knowing your value. Hey, listen, you out here dropping bars. You out here dropping bars. Listen, you are more than welcome to call back and keep dropping bars. Thank you so much for the call.
Thank you.
No problem. Peace. Yo. Hey, yo. Yo, get the likes up. All right. Get the likes up. Shout out to the caller. All right. The last caller, she was dropping some serious bars. You know what I'm saying? You got to know your value. You got to know your worth. Listen, if they're coming to you for a reason, they know that you bring value. They know that you bring something to the table and you move the needle. So they need to move them funds. Okay. There's a checking in. You got to check it in the savings. I'm going to need you to move them funds over. Okay. Get the likes up. It's over 340 people on here on a midday. Happy Tuesday. All right. Taco Tuesday out here in these streets. All right. So, once again, like my baby said, there's only 157 likes. Give me the 200 likes. I need them. All right. Let's get to 200 likes. Now, once again, tonight, 7 p.m., got an interview with that bad lady from UAPB, Zay Green, first team, all conference, Miss Triple Dub. All right, Miss Triple Dub is going to be in the building tonight. Make sure you lock in for that interview. 7 Eastern, 6 Central. I'll say it again, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. All right, tonight. Now, I want to recap, because a lot of y'all might have missed it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you guys asked me, Scotty. And I said, yeah. What if the Swac has to pay $5 million? Don't fret your little faces. Don't fret. Don't get your head blown off. I got you. It's your boy. It's me, Scotty. Offscript, baby. I got you. I'm gonna give you a couple people because you might be new to the stream. I'm gonna give you a couple people that you can cut. All right, to get your funds together. You can start by this young man. Go ahead and cut his position. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and cut that. You know what I'm saying? Save you about 80, 100,000, 100,000 wow right there. Cut that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Take him off. You know what I'm saying? Take him off the directory. That's one. You know what I'm saying? 2, double cut him. Okay? Double cut him because he's the director of finance. He ain't financing nothing. He should have financed y'all ass and told you, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and cut that salary. You know what I'm saying? Director of accounting and finance. You need to count your ass on somewhere because how you gonna pay that okay, have him account how you gonna pay for that $5 million. And then once he gets the numbers down, just tell him like this. Oh, yeah, go ahead and add your salary to that extra surplus because you're gone. Yeah, that's what I would do right there. Have them account for it and be like, yeah, okay, that's what we do. We can cut back here. Okay, do that. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and add your salary to the surplus because you're gone. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's how I would do them right there. That's how I would do them. That's just me, a little something like that. And then last but not least, listen, he probably don't get paid too much, but this is really for the Swac fans. All right, this ain't for me. All right, this ain't for me. This for y'all. Because I'm doing this for y'all. I know y'all won't mind him getting cut. Y'all wouldn't mind. You know what I'm saying? A little Eddie Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Take his salary. He probably get about 50. He probably get paid about 45, 50K. You know what I'm saying? And then a little something light. But, every little bit helps. When you got to come up with $5 million, every little bit helps. Okay? So including him. All right, cool. So I just want to make that, you know what I'm saying? Just want to make sure, Eddie Kelly, you get cut too. So that's just my help. That's just my help on what, you need to do with the funding. You know what I'm saying? Just cut them. You know what I'm saying? So there's just a little thing like that. And then last but not least, once again, all right, I like it. Scissors. Go ahead, put them scissors in the chat. Cut them. Cut it. You know what I'm saying? Should have dropped. Should have. Oh, man. Should have had the drop. Cut it. Yeah, I should have did that drop. That would have been dope. And once again, I told you, Swac, listen, man. You were warned. And I tried to save you. I tried to have you get your ducks in order. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Go ahead. Board. Exhibit C, as we talked about, the SWAC and the city of Birmingham taking L's. And once again, people, listen to me, people. After this case, go ahead and put your case against the SWAC office, okay? Go ahead. Yes. Go. Listen. Go ahead. Make your case against the SWAC office and have them prove to me through these documents that I've read that they willingly got into a contract, got into bed with Deion Sanders, and without knowing officially that they got out the first contract. They can't make me believe that in my courtroom. And they're lucky they're not on trial right now, because you'll be in the same boat as the defendant, Deion and Ashley Robinson. Listen. Judge Smoke don't be lying. Judge Jethro Smoke do not be lying. He know what he talking about. So that's just me to you. That was just me. That's just saying I forewarned them. Okay. Judge Jethro Smoke had forewarned them to get their shit in order because it was coming down the pipe. You couldn't help but see it. You couldn't help but see it. All right. But listen, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I would neither confirm nor deny that I played a part in this. I will neither confirm nor deny that I played any part. And I refute the fact that you would think that I played a part in this somehow, some way. I did not. All I did was hand the notes over to Judge Smoke, and he called it like he sees it. You know what I'm saying? Judge Jethro Smoke calls it like he sees it. You know what I'm saying? So that has no part of me. And listen, Jackson State fans, I know you guys currently on I know y'all on an emotional roller coaster right now. You're on an emotional roller coaster right now. And it's tough. It's hard. I feel for you. I do. Stay strong. And Dr. Charles McClellan, listen, being light skinned gets you out of a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Being light skinned gets you out of a lot of stuff. Gets you out of tickets, gets you out of profiling, gets you out of a lot of stuff. But getting sued is not one of them. Being sued is not one of them. I'm petty. You can't bat them light-skinned eyes at the judge and get out of this one. All right, so you need to figure that shit out. Oh man. Listen. But oh man, I am stupid. Oh my God, I am stupid.
I'm petty.
Hey, listen, man. If y'all don't see me at no official events on the SWAC, I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can't help myself. Oh man, I cannot help myself. If you don't see me at any official event, listen. Just go ahead and start the petition out. All right, I'm probably gonna I need about 1,000. I'm gonna need about 1,000 signatures. So go ahead and start the petition now. All right, but anyway, guys, until next time. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless. All right, tonight, 7 and 6 Central interview with Zay Green. Hey, appreciate y'all. Peace.